Hello, Internet. This is E. Schrodinger's cat here with the first episode of a brand new series. Well, it's not really a new series. I was in my Builder's Dream series, which will be continuing, actually continuing this time, not like the Foolcraft series I said would continue and then didn't continue at all. That will actually be continuing. That will be more chisel and bit stuff. At the base of the Chisel and Bit base, and probably going to be focusing on that, whereas the adventure map I was talking about in the recent episodes is going to be done here. This is a private server that I have set up, and I did that because it became clear to me as I was planning out, like, mechanics and stuff in my head and logistics and stuff that doing an adventure map on a multiplayer server where I don't have administrative privileges. I am an op, but I don't have access to like the FTP server and stuff like that to I don't have access to the world download. I don't have access to basically anything from the administrative side. So that would make it really difficult to problem solve, and it would be very, very awkward if I crashed the server with command block shenanigans. Like, I got the okay from Scalda, but, like, I would feel super bad if my shenanigans crashed what is supposed to be a building server. Like, that is supposed to be the no issues building server, so that just didn't like... I got myself a new server, and it's very nice. I have World Edit now. I have World Edit. I can set stuff to other stuff, and I can undo it. Look at that. It's magic. I also have custom NPCs, which is nice because I can make bosses. That was another thing that I was kind of trying to figure out how to do, is that particular mod pack. Because, it's a building mod pack, so it doesn't have a lot of technical stuff. So I was trying to figure out how to do customizable boss fights. What the hell kind of curve is this? Good gravy. This is going down the shitter. Let's undo this a little bit. I had totally lost my train of thought, but basically we're moving the map, and we're going to be changing. I'm keeping some of what I did. I don't actually have the ability to MC edit in the work that I had already done, again, because I don't have admin privileges. I could ask the server admins to get the world download for me, but they've already got so much on their plate that I'm not gonna annoy them with nagging for them to... It's not their job to admin my YouTube series, basically. So I'm starting out... Oh, good God, I am a mess today. This isn't even remotely symmetrical. But... So I don't have the ability to, like, MC edit, and I can, open up 2 instances of Minecraft and copy over what I've done, and that would probably not be too hard with World Edit, but actually I could probably just use Schematica, to be perfectly honest, now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't know why that didn't occur to me, and probably for the same reason that this curve is doing me such a heckin' bamboozle, but, I didn't really want to do what I had already done. That just seemed like super boring to me. Is that symmetrical? I think it is. If it's not, you guys are going to laugh at me, but I think it's symmetrical, so I'm going to keep going. Where was I saying? What was I was saying a thing, and I keep losing track of myself because I keep doing my curves wrong, and it keeps ruining everything in my whole life. But basically, right, I was saying that I didn't really want to do what I had already done, because that just seemed tedious and stuff, and I kind of wanted to change up the way that it started, because the idea that I had, that is not limestone, the idea that I had was to have you spawn into, oh my god, that's not symmetrical at all, holy crap, oh my god, let's try something. Let's do something a little less math intensive for on-camera building. basically, I had you spawning, like, you spawned in this new dimension, and you showed up in this rift in space-time, and that was cool, but it's kind of a tired story element. Like, it's a very cool idea, but it's an idea that's been used a lot in different stuff. Because it's convenient. Like, you can have your character there, and you don't have to you write the story of how they got there or whatever. I just wanted something different, and it occurred to me that the storyline that I was trying to build up was just similar to some of the other. So it was very similar to the start of Curse of Strahd D&D module. Just subconsciously, I guess, because I don't know, but what I'm doing here now is I'm changing that up. I'm still gonna have the idea of like collapsing dimensions, like but I think I'm gonna have it to be that you're not transported to another dimension. You wake up and you're at a train station, and you know the train station. You've been there before. Like you take it every once in a while, and you need to go out visiting relatives or business or whatever. It's a popular central hub of the area, but you don't know how you got there. Like you don't remember. The last thing you remember, you were at your business, doing stuff in your life, and then you just all of a sudden you wake up lying on the floor, and you are in this train station, and everything has gone to hell and back. There's shit everywhere, monsters and stuff. Like, you can tell from like screens and details around that it's still the common era. It's still the common day. Like, you haven't gone through time or anything. Like, you haven't, but everything is trashed, and the world's gone. It looks like a full-on apocalypse has happened, but supposedly there's no actual time that's passed. And so it's gonna sort of go on from there. And I kind of had this idea of, hold on, give me 1 sec. I gotta scratch my nose real bad. Back, nose situation's taken care of. What was I saying? I had the idea of kind of making it more like a D&D campaign than a formal adventure map. Like, you spawn in with a group, and you have like different characters and stuff, and it would be run like a campaign, except the mechanics and all that stuff would be in Minecraft battling. So I'm probably gonna find some mod for like I know there's an RPG mod out there that lets you choose classes. I think it's in Sprout. Obviously I have custom NPCs, so that I can introduce NPCs and stuff, and just a few other stuff. I might install Ars Magica. I don't know. It depends. I mean, I also have to think all that stuff out, but the idea being, I want to create this super immersive world that you can tell a story through, and do something like that. And I might I want to make it long enough. I mean, I don't know. Like, I have very ambitious plans, and I don't know if I'm biting off more than I can chew here, and how long this is gonna take. But it's kind of an idea that I really like, and we're back to the math circle again. I don't know. I'm a mess, but. Anyway, so this is basically the train station that I've been starting. This tower's here, got this entrance coming through here. It's floor design, got these things up here and come through here, and here's like the main hall, and there's going to be this grand staircase, and then there's going to be an arch over here where you're going to go through, and there's going to be a train down here. Or maybe I'll make it an airship thing? I don't know. I don't. Planning is not my strongest suit, but that is the idea that I had for this series, and I think it's going to be a good one. So I am going to finish some stuff. Gonna do some stuff. Yeah, like a normal episode, proper content creator. I'm professional. Out. The problem is here. I have found the problem, I have identified the problem, and we are removing the problem. And to make way for new, better, and more ambitious problems. Also, I came back to say that I totally forgot to mention in that last clip, I didn't solve the problem at all, did I? That was totally full of shit. I was just... That doesn't solve the problem at all. I don't know, man. I don't know. But the purpose of this clip is to come back and say, because I forgot in the last clip, that we are actually, this is the Builder's Dreams mod pack, modified with a couple of the mods that I already mentioned. Fun fact. Finally did it! I defeated the rage circle! I can move on and find closure and happiness in my life finally, Alright, so I'm trying to think of the best way. I think I want to copy this and have it going in all 4 directions. So how many blocks? Oh god, we're back to the counting now. Oh jeez, this can only end well. Alright, we gotta put... This is a grid of 4 little speckles in here. And this took me a long time. That out there took me a long time. This whole thing took a long time. Setting up the server took a long time because mostly my own incompetence, and also because the instructions you post for a custom mod pack are not the best. But I figured it out. It took me a few hours to do that. And then I did a bunch of terrain stuff, did all that. And that took, not as long as you might think. World Edit makes that pretty easy. But it did take a little while. It took a little bit of time because I didn't want to crash the server. I could probably do with one big fill command, but crashing servers, I mean, now that it's my server, I gotta clean up my own mess, and so there's nobody to come save me when I break everything, so I gotta be careful with it, and gotta be responsible for myself like a real adult. But then I started, it took me a while to actually get inspiration and plan out this thing, because I decided that I made the choice of having it all be on a diagonal, so that was a little tricky, because I don't know, I wanted to add some character and stuff, and let's see, I think that looks good. We can probably just copy that with World Edit to be on it. What? You know what? I could have copied that with World Edit. I could have copied half the circle with World Edit. I don't know. I'm just, you ever get so used to not having oh my god, I'm such a derp, man. Just get so used to not having a thing that that you just don't think of it when it's there. Like, there are some things that I do and I'm like, man, that took a long time, and then I realized that, what? Huh? Hold on. Anyway, as I properly select an area, I gotta get that World Edit plugin that gives the overlays, but what I was saying before, hold on, I need to copy. What I was saying before is that it's so hard when you're working between mod packs all the time and you're changing what tools you have to, like, get a really efficient way of doing stuff, because it just, your brain doesn't think in the right way, and you forget what tools you have, and you get in this mode where you're just like, you're just going, you're grooving, and I have to fix these stairs now. You're going, you're grooving, and then you realize that you've done something you could have done in 2 seconds with a command, but, you know, well, it's all character building, to be perfectly honest. You go, and sometimes you just gotta have a nice block place session, and placing blocks with your own bare hands, and not any of this fancy rich man technology that we got here. You just gotta get real down in there, and you gotta place blocks with your own 2 hands, and you gotta learn to live with the blocks, and such. So, the reason why I didn't copy that is because I was roughing it and increasing my positive fulfillment of life by having I can't even keep that going. now I'm coming in here and I'm following this line across so I don't lose my damn place. And I'm gonna basically I'm gonna have this little plus sign thing here, but it's gonna be going in the opposite kind of orientation to the, I totally forget, what is it? Chisel brownstone 0. There we go. Nice. It's going to be going in the opposite orientation from these little diagonal things, so it's going to be like an 8-prong, and so I'm going to do that on the other side here, and I'm probably going to do something different in the middle, but, oh man, boy, is this takes so much faster than what I was doing before. And then I'm going to come through here, basically like this, and, I mean, really, realistically, I could do 1/2 of this, and then come in 1/4 of this even and copy it over. But honestly, part of my creative process involves doing things step by step, because that's just what I've trained myself to do from, I mean, I didn't start playing creative, I started playing survival, and so I didn't have world edit and stuff like that, so I had to, I learned my ability to build and see where things need to go from going step by step and saying, okay, instead of building this tiny little bit, and then realizing that it looks terrible on a large scale, how about we build a little bit of it, and then, let's see, I'm just looking at what we did here, because I want to do something similar but on a larger scale. Let's see. Out here we did a cool thing. I totally stopped talking about what I was talking about before, and now I can't remember what I was talking about before. So whatever sagely wisdom got, lost is really just a shame, really. I don't personally know how society will continue moving without my sagely wisdom. Probably for the better, to be perfectly honest. My ideas don't generally tend to go very well, so, you can thank me for, forgetting my sagely wisdom. And so, I got one more to do. Forgot this one, and we're in. And that obviously will add light. Did I put a little dot? No, I had this, square. I had this, in the middle, because it was looking, it gives a nice flat. Sometimes you need a nice flat space. Sometimes you need a bit of a flat. And let's see, what can we do? I know on the other one, oh jeez, I lost all my blocks. Let's get the limestone and that back, and let's flip this around so I don't. Nope, that's the wrong one. Gotta orient the hotbar to be convenient. I mean, I'm probably using up all the time that I would save right now flipping between these, but you know what? We're gonna do it for on principle. And is this what I did? Is this what I did over here? Yes. And then what I did was I came and I had these. Hello? There we go. Had these here in the center, framing that. Oh, one more. Gotta go one more. And then what's next? Brownstone. Brownstone in kind of a W fashion like this. And that gives the interior, kind of frames it in the brown and whatnot, adds an extra layer of circling. One more. I have said that a lot. I take it, if you do a drinking game with my episodes, you probably shouldn't, because you're gonna die. I tend to repeat the same thing over and over again, because if it works once, surely it must work again and again. So the alcohol poisoning drinking game for this episode is take a shot every time I say one more, or every time. I mean, honestly, the hardcore mode would be every time I say the word that would be some serious don't do that at home, kids, and if you do, don't drag my name into it. All right, we got this. I'm not gonna bother world editing that, because for whatever reason, I mean, I guess I know the reason, but world edit will rotate vanilla stairs, but it won't rotate modded stairs, presumably because there's probably special code in there that says, okay, if if it's the stair ID, then process it this way, and it doesn't know the extra IDs for the modded blocks and whatnot. But hold on, I'll copy that over. Copied. Alright, well, we pretty much exhausted all the motifs from over there because, that's, life and stuff. We're bigger over here, going bigger and better, so we're just gonna have to wing it for right now. I probably should have done some planning or something, but that isn't how I roll. Planning is for nerds, as we've established many times before. And how's that look? Like a little twist there, and bringing a stair look like that? Nope, that's wrong. There we go. There we go. There we go. On that side over here. And no, goddammit, there's one more to do. I thought we were done. I thought we were in the clear, but we weren't. I do like that. And then I can come and add maybe some more brown. Maybe some more brown W's. W for Wombo. Nah, that's not very good. That's kind of just like repeating the same thing, and we already have that idea, so we don't need it again that many times, and it doesn't really add anything to repeat like that. Let's try this. Let's try adding them on the corners there. Honestly, not a huge fan of that either. It's just kind of like when you create these designs and stuff, you want your eye to do something. You want it to like here, this way, like these triangle stuff, it brings the eye focus towards the center, and then there's like this motion of the brown, of the dark brown around make it dizzy like that, and keep circling my viewpoint around all over the damn place. Really quality content, really. I mean, nobody's done better than. How does that look? Worth? Not worth it. Nope. Looks terrible. Terrible. Once again, in my derpage, I have forgotten what I was saying. But I guess let's see. One thing I could do. Let's see. We got this going here. So what if we mirror that on the other side here to add some little detail like that? Meh. Been seen better, seen worse. Again, no, that breaks up the... hold on. Hold on one hot sec. Let's see this idea out to fruition. That's not the proper use of that word, but you know what? It's proper use of it now. I have thereby decreed. No, that doesn't look good either. Oh boy, this is what this is. A lot of trial and error. The reason that doesn't look good is because there was a lot of points, and it didn't really. It was super busy with all the points there. I'm gonna remove all of that I did. I think the next thing I would have to try is kind of just like, what if we came through here and we brought this design forward through here? What if we did that? Like, what if we just would just nut up and do the logical thing? You know what? I'm gonna keep fussing with this. Alright, we got it pretty much worked out, I think. I added a couple more stairs around, stair indentations around the edges, and then I added these kind of double helix looking thing around here, because the addition of the dark brown going all the way to the center was a little busy because you already had these four spindles going to the outside, and I don't know, took attention away from the middle and stuff. So I think these here, just the lighter brownstone, looks better. I think it does. And that is not symmetrical because the center needs to be limestone. All right. So yeah, I mean, the pacing on this episode has been kind of odd. I did basically 2 days worth of work, and then I started recording clips, which is why basically all we've been focusing on is this floor design. But like I've done so much, and I kind of want to get this out, lag spike, and yeah, just definitely go. Oh, I think I forgot to show you this off. This is an upper area. There's going to be doorways into those towers here, and there's gonna be a balcony over here, and I think there's going to be the balcony over there and stuff. So, with that all said and done, I like how these floor designs looks. They look pretty freaking sweet. I'm going to have to say good day to you, Internet. Thank you for watching. I am looking forward to the rest of this series.